Hello, dear Aquarius. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking, and thank you so much for being here. This is your reading for beginning till mid-November 2019, and it's a divine spread that I always do at the beginning of the month, and you have the Judgment card. I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot deck here for your Karma Dharma position. There is a rebirth that's giving you a second chance. That's what I call this card. It's my card that says that whatever has died, it's time for it to be reborn, and it's going to be a quick rebirth. We've got the hair here, which is very quick. As you can see here, we've got the young little boy coming out of a tomb. So he's been, in the darkness. And this is beautiful. I feel as though you're going to feel rejuvenated, whatever is coming back to life for you, Aquarius. And this is a judgment calling. As you can see, there is an announcement here, and it's calling for you to awaken, to try again. Okay, this is Pluto energy. Some of you may be dealing with a Scorpio. I feel that this is mainly your energy. Some of you may have a strong position with your Pluto, but because we are affected by the transits at the time of the reading. Pluto is in Capricorn. It's there with Saturn and the South Node, so it's a very, very karmic time. Capricorn is all about the authority. It's your social status, your career. Capricorn is also the father figure. Capricorn can be quite restrictive. Now, Pluto and Saturn are both moving direct, which are bringing a sense of power. Pluto moving direct is very powerful. And Pluto, of course, rules Scorpio. So both very strong energies, Pluto and Capricorn. Let's see what the divine spread. The divine spread is the one I do every beginning of the month. So let's look at your divine spread, Aquarius. This is the Morgan-Greer. Let's look at your foundation. And we have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Thank you for your patience also. I'm always struggling to get these out on time. One day I'll catch up for sure. Let's look at what's in the hidden position. So Seven of Wands in the area of home, your foundation, the distant past. Sticking to your guns, keeping on, like pushing through, pushing against the odds, fighting for something that you've been successful with. You want to continue it. Or whatever people, situations are against, what you feel inspired or creative about and passionate. You've got a desire to push against the naysayers that are around you. Seven is a number of conflict. You have had some success at this, in this situation, whatever this is, and this could be work, of course. Wands can always be about career, but it can also speak of your desires. Let's look at what's hidden. We have the Queen of Swords, and this is an air sign, so Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. For some of you, this could be your energy. Obviously, you are air, but this could also be your partner, someone who is showing up as an air sign. Doesn't have to be an air sign, but there is a lot of intelligence here, a lot of intelligence with this Queen of Swords. She's very cerebral. So let's take some more cards. This is what you don't know. There is some sort of a conversation, some communication, something that can be quite fair, but it's going to give you clarity. Let's look at the recent past. And we've got Capricorn. Interesting. So we've got Pluto and Saturn here. Very karmic, as I said. So what is the devil? The devil is restrictions. It's not being able to get through some situation. It's having to work really hard at something. Okay, now Saturn, of course, gives the rewards if the work has been done, but it does ask a lot of one before they can manifest, before they can make something long term, because that's what Saturn is. You've got to put in the, that elbow grease. You've got to roll up your sleeves and do the work. Okay, so let's take some more cards. In the now position, Nine of Swords, mental anguish, difficulties, restrictions. Look at how his hands are bound. There is some sort of a situation. This could even be work. Now, the Queen of Swords can also be legalities, okay, because this is someone who uses their mind, their communication skills, of course. Let's see. If we put these two cards together, there's the Ten of Swords together. Let's look at what your goal is, what you're aiming for. And you've got the Two of Cups, which is beautiful. So this is what you are going for. This is your highest ideal. You want to be able to share, very closely on a very emotional level. This is the soulmate card. So there is some sort of an agreement here, even if this is not love, it could be business. As you could see, they're toasting to something, but these are two people that think the same, they feel the same, they're on the same page. There's a very strong bond between these two. Interesting. So let's see what the action and advice is. And you've got another soulmate card, the Sun. And in the Morgan-Greer, as you could see, there's two people staring at each other. Look at that. That is the same energy. Now, we've got Leo here. Leo is the heart. Leo can be clarity, it can be children, creativity, taking a risk on a strong connection here. So the advice is to take that step, go for it. If this person is the person that makes your heart sing, that fluttering Leo is flirtation as well. It's, those butterflies. And this is the Two of Cups. It's not the Ten of Cups. So it feels as though something is still in the beginning, the first stages, let's say, but they're strong connection. Let's see what the outcome is, dear Aquarius. And we've got the Hierophant, which is Taurus. The Hierophant is a spiritual leader. He's a guru. He is all about religion, faith, marriage, commitment. Now, the Hierophant can be quite restrictive, just like the Devil. There are many similarities. You've got to do things in a certain way, right? And the Hierophant is a 5. It's an imbalance. Now, the Hierophant can also mean that you are in a position of hierarchy where you work. This is an institution, and there's guidelines that things need to be done through a certain way. So it can be quite restrictive, but it also speaks of a firm foundation. And Taurus is all about value. Now, we do have Uranus transiting Taurus. So if you think about it, Uranus is your modern ruler. So the fact that your ruling planet is in the sign of Taurus says that there could be many radical and unexpected changes. Okay, so Uranus can be the genius, the ingenious mind. It can be, making a revolution, changing things up. Uranus is like the tower for me. So your values are changing, no doubt, no doubt. Now, we've got two keys here, as you can see. So two keys can mean two choices. It can mean business and love, like stabilizing. The Hierophant is committing to something, right? So let's see what the divine position is for you. For Aquarius, please, Spirit. Let's see. Let's take this card. And we've got the Six of Cups. Wow, another soulmate card. Aquarius, there is a lot of love here. There is a lot. Now, this is obviously a soulmate. This is someone either that you've known for a long, long time, or for some of you, of course, it could be circling around children, because this is the card of nostalgia. It's the card of, going back to when you were a child, times were much more innocent. But this could also speak of, as I said, a soulmate connection where you've shared precious moments together. Okay, so Six of Cups, beautiful. Absolutely. Let's look at what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is that spark, that fire beneath you. It's very Martian energy. It's creativity, it's inspiration, and it's desire. Usually I do see this as a sexual attraction, you know, so connecting with someone through your most, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, just like the devil is here, it's a very erotic sort of an energy, because the devil also speaks of passion, and it does speak of strong magnetic desires towards someone, a strong sexual attraction. And of course, it's something that is very, very strong. Saturn and the devil can speak also of being in a situation where you've done things over and over. It's like doing, you know, going over and over again in the same situation. And, you know, they say that the first sign of, it's a sign of madness, doing something in the same way always. And, you know, you keep getting the same result. You're expecting a different result, but it's not happening. So maybe, you know, that's like pressing on the accelerator and not getting anywhere, you know, burning rubber. That's what it feels like here. But I do feel that with the Nine and the Ace of Swords here, she's holding the ace, which can speak of clarity, can speak of a new beginning, communication that could bring you a successful new beginning. Now, this could also be severing ties with someone. For those of you that may have been in a narcissistic relationship where there's been too much worry, it's been very heavy, let's say. It has been very karmic, and you've been, you know, pushing through and feeling as though you're not getting anywhere. And as I said, sevens are all about conflict, but seven is also, it is the divine. So it's saying that in the area of home, you're trying to succeed in something that's been it's been successful at some point, but you've put a lot of work into this, and you're continuing to strive for the success. For if it's been a burden, because, you know, once we're getting closer to the Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands, it does get a bit heavier. So here it says that you've got the position of advantage. So keep working on what you're doing. You know, we've got another wand here, which is Eight of Wands, can speak of distance, maybe needing to travel. You could be dealing with someone that could be from a foreign place, let's say. And also, you know, the Eight of Wands is always those love messages back and forth through through social media. Now, we've got a fair few cups here as well. So we've got the 6 and the 2, that's 8. If you think about it, the 8 of Cups is, you know, having invested in some sort of a situation, but not being fully complete in, you know, having those 10 cups. So obviously it's like, for some of you, you could be leaving a situation behind that hasn't been fulfilling. You haven't been able to find total happiness there. And that's why. And we're in Mercury retrograde right now. And, you know, this is people and situations coming back from the past. So let's see what's beneath that Ace of Wands. Wow, and we've got the Lovers. Now, this is the energy of Gemini, but this is also a very strong bond. Again, very sexual. As you can see, they're both in their birthday suits. We've got, and usually in the Morgan-Greer, as you could see, the divine masculine is much darker than the feminine. So that's why I feel that there could be a difference in cultures and background. Okay, but this could also be a decision, head over heart decision. Okay, there. So when we go further back here, it's like looking back to the past. So the connection has been here for a while. Let's see what's beneath that. And we've got, yeah, I see Ten of Pentacles can speak of a marriage card. It can speak of, you know, tens always are a completion. And it can speak, of course, you know, pentacles are real, they're tangible, physical things that we manifest. So this can also be, of course, the card of family. And as you could see in the Morgan-Greer, we've got that X there hiding behind a closed door. This is like, I need to say, like, for your eyes only, this may have been a secretive, passionate connection, which I can see may have started off as very sexual, but it's becoming real. The heart is moving into it. The heart is starting to talk. So that's what I feel the change is here. Six of Pentacles, Libran energy. We've got the scales. Okay, maybe there was, and I'm not doing reversals, obviously. Maybe there was the, you know, the reciprocity. For some of you, maybe there wasn't. Even though we've got the scales balanced here, and I see that as positive, I do feel mainly for most of you that that's what it is, that the feeling was mutual. But here we also have a card of generosity. So I don't know if this is your energy and you are someone who is able, because we do have the Ten of Pentacles here as well. So you may be financially in a good place where you are either helping the needy or doing some sort of charity work. You could even be the boss. Let's say we do have Capricorn here. You may be someone who owns your own business and you are paying people that are below you, because as I said, we've got hierarchy energies here. This Hierophant sits on his throne. He is the leader. Let's take some different cards. Let's look at your love life. And I'd like to take the Lover's Path Tarot for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Beginning till mid-November 2019, please, for Aquarius. Aquarius. And we have, wow, the Lovers. And this is called love. This is beautiful. Look at the bond. Look at the loving embrace. I wish I could show it to you better. It's not that clear, unfortunately. There is a lot of love here. That's all I can say. This is a mutual connection. Both people are on the same page, but there may have been some sort of restrictions in the recent past. You're still going through a lot here. There's a lot on your mind. All these sleepless nights. Some of you may have thought that you may have given up hope, but here comes Pluto, bringing you the transformation of this bond, this relationship. Now, if this is not love, this can be even a friendship. Soulmate connections don't always mean that it's romantic. It can be a very close friendship, even, you know, a connection with a relative. Let's look at your love life. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. And we've got unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This is obviously not for what we have here. This is the past. Let me take another card. For sure. No doubt. That's why we've got those two keys here. Let's see what else we've got. And we've got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Now, these angels have not taken flight yet. Their feet are still on the ground. So it's all about divine timing. It does remind me, this card, very much of Sagittarian energies. Why? Because Sagittarius it's the Temperance card, isn't it? And it does depict the angel. Of course, the Lovers. We do have another angel, usually in the Rider Waite. in the Lovers card. So I feel as though some of you have been waiting for quite some time. Some of you have been in a connection where it wasn't reciprocated. The feelings, the emotions were not there. Maybe it was just too much hard work. Could have been narcissism, egocentrical energies here in the devil. So let's take some more cards. I'm using another deck. Okay, this is the Connolly Tarot. So let's take, first of all, I'd like to look at the Karma Dharma position with the rebirth. Now, I'd like to say that for those of you, wow, okay, 2 cards just fell out. I'm going to take them. And we have the Temperance, which I've already mentioned. And they were sitting like this. So, well, that's how I feel that they are, because Temperance is asking for you to have faith. Sagittarian energy again. Jupiter transiting its home sign of Sag is bringing in the blessings. So obviously in the recent past we've got the Moon, which is a card of fears. As you can see, it's on the left side of the reading where the difficult energies are. Now the Moon can be Cancerian or Pisces energies. We do have, as I said, water, the water element here. So we're talking about either Cancer or Pisces, and Sag. Now, Pisces can be the martyr. Pisces can also be those rose-colored glasses. It can speak of self-sacrifice. So the Moon is the unknown, and the Moon is also, it's all about our security, our home, our foundation. It's a very, very feminine energy. So it's all about motherhood. Cancerian people need that security. So it also speaks of strong intuition, but again, those fears, it looks to me like there was fear in the past of the unknown. Now, if this is a marriage, let's say, that we're looking at, it could be that your relationship has gone through a karmic test, and doesn't mean that everyone is going to separate, right? For some of you, this is a phase in your committed partnership or even marriage that you've gone through. For others of you, it's a different person that we're talking about. It's a new person, someone that maybe some of you already know from your distant past. You've known them for a long time. It could have been something that started off as very innocent, more friendly, because Aquarius, of course, is all about, it's the house of friendships and social groups and associations. So maybe it's something that started off as friendship, and the connection was because time passed, of course, time lapsed. As you can see, we've got the worth waiting for here, right? So maybe it was all about divine timing. Everyone had to take their positions in the world, in life, go through their own cycles. That's how the divine works. It won't give you your rewards until it is the right time, okay? Because the divine takes into account everyone that is involved. So I do see with the Temperance here, it's talking about, it's been quite a whirlwind, as you can see here, but the sun is coming out here. The sun is rising. Now the angels are working on your behalf. She's holding those 2 of Cups. She is being very patient. And we are talking about patience here. Taurus is very patient. Now here we've got 2 keys. This can mean 2 different homes. This can mean 2 different relationships. It can mean you're closing the door on one part of your life and opening a new chapter in your life. Maybe, as I said, for some of you, could be in the same relationship, but it is a rebirth, no doubt. and it's coming in quickly. Here we've got the Hare, but the Temperance card here, I believe, even though it's a card of healing, obviously the connection is healing. Now Sagittarius is foreign places, foreign people, people at a distance. It's all about, yes, higher education, so becoming the more knowledgeable one. It's the vision of the future as well, envisioning the world at large. The world is your oyster, I want to say, with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is so such a happy sign, so positive thinking. So even though, yes, the whirlwind is in the distance, so is the sun, I suppose, but I think that it was sort of a back and forth situation here, and that's especially having this card here, the Devil, no doubt. Let's take some more cards. So let's take one card on each position, dear Aquarius, and see what else we have here. Now, we are having a full moon in Taurus on the 12th of the month, 12th or 13th, depending on where you are in the world. It's going to be a very, very positive full moon. Taurus, as I said, is all about, it's the five senses. It's very sensual. The moon being there is very, very happy. So, and also the transits connecting to this full moon are very beautiful. So looking forward to that. Let's take this Seven of Wands in your distant past or home area. We've got the Nine of Wands. There's that doorway ready to walk through. Now, Nine of Wands, we go from the 7 to the 9. The Nine of Wands usually shows someone who has put up a barrier. Here we've got a door that is opening. So that's beautiful. I love to see that. You're one step before the 10. Almost there. Almost relieving, being relieved by the burdens of what the situations against this connection, whatever kind of a connection it is. Now, because the Nine of Wands is usually, yeah, someone who's been through a lot, obviously in your home, it hasn't been easy. You haven't felt secure. Not at all. Not at all. And, you know, wands are all about our putting that effort in, right? Doing the work. Looks like you've been doing a lot. You've been putting great efforts here. Let's see what Saturn moving direct is going to bring you. Let's take the Queen of Swords here in the hidden position. And we've got the Six of Pentacles now. You had that before as well here. Six of Pentacles can be a card of equilibrium, but it can also be a card of legalities. Okay, so having the Queen of Swords here, this could either mean that you may be moving into legalities, maybe for those of you that are leaving the past, narcissistic relationship, you may be moving forward with that sword, speaking your truth. But in a positive sense, let's say, for those of you that it's not someone new, you're not leaving the past. In the past, it was just a chapter that was difficult, demanding, and challenging. You know, having this card here could say that being open and truthful with your connection, with your marriage, with your other half is going to bring in the equilibrium, the balance. Let's take the Devil. And we've got Justice. There we go. Justice, again, very karmic. Very, very karmic, dear Aquarius. Number 11, walking through that new doorway, taking the steps to find fairness. That's what justice is all about. And you know what goes around comes around. So I want to say also that, dear Aquarius, you are also ruled by Saturn. So this is your energy as well. Okay, Saturn was your ancient ruler. So you've got a few similarities there with Capricorn. Some of you may be cuspers. Okay, so let's see now. Here's the card. Wow. Tower. Yeah, that's funny. You know, looking at this position here, I was thinking 9 and 7 is 16. The Tower, I didn't actually mention it. This is the revolution. This is Uranus. And they do say it's Scorpio and transformation as well. Major shift, major epiphany, and a wake-up call. A wake-up call is happening here. So, as I said before, with the hair that is here, it's going to happen quickly. So what comes after that? It's the Two of Cups. So this is, I feel it's like someone is ready to bring the house down. They're not going to stop at anything. They're not going to accept what they're being dished out. As you can see here, there is a lot of pressure. Look at that. Dear Aquarius, I feel as though you are going through a rebellion. Your values, as I said, are changing. And that's why we've got the Tower here, no doubt. Let's look at that Two of Cups. Now, some of you may have strong Scorpio in your chart. Scorpio is the house of death and transformation, other people's money, committing on a very deep and profound level. Okay, now when there's no sharing, that's what the 8th house is of Scorpio. There is no caring, and that's where it takes a negative toll, downhill spiral, okay, until you get to the bottom, which is Pluto, and then it's only up from there. Let's look at that Two of Cups. And we've got the Four of Cups, and usually the Four of Cups usually is a card of, you know, being offered that cup but not noticing it. Here in the Connolly Tarot, this person is looking straight at that Ace of Cups that is being offered. Okay, now fours are all about security. So with the Four of Cups, it does usually show someone who's not noticing that cup that's being offered, not able to accept it. Here he is really contemplating on that cup, and the cup is being given by the angel. So it is the right time. So we've got the Four and the Two of Cups, that's Six of Cups. Looks like the past is coming back. A past situation is coming back. This chance for this cup to either you are offering your Ace of Cups or you are accepting the cup from someone else. Let's take that Sun card. In the action and advice, we've got the Page of Swords, which is clarity, truth, a message coming through. Let's take another card, and we've got the Seven of Swords here. Wow. And the Seven of Swords in this deck says to me, make love, not war. Another number of conflict, sevens. Look at those Two of Swords that are in the background. Okay, some sort of a relationship. It's in the background, so it was in the clouds, was in the dark there. Here we've got the Five of Swords, a conflict, a conflictual energy. Now this could be someone doing something secretly. Whatever has been hidden, the Sun will show it to you, because the Sun is clarity and it's healing. Now, if we put those together, Seven and the Ace, that's Eight of Swords. Again, feeling restricted, but not until that message comes through of you. Some of you may be feeling that there are things that are hidden. I think that you will be receiving the news, especially with that Page of Swords. It's communication. Let's look at the Hierophant. And we've got that Ace of Wands. You've got the Ace of Wands twice. So starting new, the potential to start. This is like a rocket ship for me. It's something that's ready to take off. Okay, this is strong power, very, as I said, Martian energy. It's unstoppable. Now Mars is still transiting through Libra. It's not very happy. They're not very strong. But Mars is usually, you know, it's the warrior. It's having the need to take action on something. even though, as I said before, it's like you're going round in circles, not being able to get out of some sort of a cycle that was difficult. But here I feel as though you are powering up, and with your faith, along with your faith, you're going for what you desire. And let's not forget that Leo is all about desire as well. Leo goes for what they desire, and they don't sit back and think about it. Fire signs act, and of course air signs act. So Aquarius, if you've been like not certain of something, you held back until you couldn't hold on anymore with the Tower there. For sure, you've just rebelled and you're going for what you desire. Now, don't forget that Aquarius, Leo, with the Sun, Leo is your 7th house of relationships. Let's look at the 6 of Cups in the divine position. And we've got the Hermit. So this is the energy of Virgo. Dear Aquarius, you may be dealing with a Virgo. I did already mention Cancer, Pisces we've got here. We've got Leo and Virgo. Could be someone that's on the cusp. Okay. Again, Sagittarius. We've also got Libra, which is all about partnerships and relationships. I'd like to take one card on this Tower. Another card on the Tower, please, Spirit. For Aquarius. Now, the Hermit is someone who goes in to seek the wisdom. Someone who is not living openly. They're working, living in seclusion. Because the Hermit is someone who is growing spiritually. A very strong and wise fella he is. So some of you may be, and look at the flame he's holding, look at the light. You have acquired a lot of wisdom, and as you can see here, we've got some person that is wanting to share that wisdom with you. So this could also mean, you know, coming together and actually talking about things, details. What is Virgo? It's being of service to others. Virgo is also a daily routine, but again, connecting on a very spiritual level here and emotionally. Let's look at that Tower. And we have the King of Pentacles. And I feel that this is your energy. For some of you, yes, this could be your new partner. We could be talking about an earth sign. This to me is usually Taurus, but I have to mention also Virgo and Capricorn. So suddenly you become much more stable. As I said, your values are changing now. Taurus, for me, is all about values. That's where Uranus is. So you are becoming, what is the King of Pentacles? He's the father. He's someone who's very dependable. Someone who is also very good with their money. They own their own business. Taurus is also self-worth. For those of you that felt as though you were not worthy of a proper connection and you were being used by this energy here, whoever this was in the past, I think that that's what's changing. Your self-worth, you are gathering up your might, your strength, and you are going for it. And I love that. You've been very patient, and just like the hair here, we've got quick energies here. It starts to pace, starts to get quicker. You've been very patient. As I said, you're going for your desires, but maybe, and maybe also I'd like to say that you've been trying to be quite traditional, maybe because of family, a family situation, your heritage. Some of you may have been sneaking around. As I said before, this could have been a connection that was hidden, okay, until maybe you're going to show yourself, you're going to stand up and be strong, just like this stable King of Pentacles is. Let's take another card on this Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands and the Hierophant. And we've got the devil again. Wow. Wow. This is incredible. So it's called materialism. Maybe money or restrictions through work was what was keeping you bound and chained. Capricorn is the authorities. It's Sagittarius is also the law. So again, I feel as though you had to go through the red tape in whatever situation you're dealing with. Some of you, of course, may be not ready to commit to someone else on a traditional level because you may be going still through separation, through divorce. Let's take one more card. But I do feel that there is strong passion here, a strong sexual connection as well. Let's take another card, and we've got the Ace of Cups. So it's not only a sexual connection, it's also, a love connection, a heartfelt connection. So what I'd like to do now is take some La Vera Sibilla. I'd like to look at a couple of things. I'd like to look at the Hermit with the Six of Cups in the divine position. And we have the Donna Maritata, which is the mother and the children, mother with children. She's like the Empress. Now, she is a number 12. She's a number 12, and number 12 does ring Piscean energy. So the mother with the children sacrificing a lot. If we look at her as the Empress, then this is a lot of love, a lot of magnetism, beauty. And of course, the Empress does rule Taurus and Libra, and we do have both here. So this could also signify the other person's partner. So yes, could it be that children were the restrictions? Children and family could be. Let's take another card. We've got the Merchant, number 13. So the business owner, very similar to the King of Pentacles, someone who may deal with import-export, deals with overseas companies. This person is putting a lot of thought into a matter. This person is obviously going through transformation. We've got a 12 and then a 13, so there is progression here. And we've got the Omaggio di Preziosi, which is the Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles is usually Virgo energy. I would say that with Virgo energy, you're putting in the work and you are reaping the rewards. This is the prize. This is the gift that is coming through from the divine for you. The wisdom that you've acquired, the patience that you've had, the seclusion. The divine has heard your prayers and is bringing you something that has been worth waiting for. Let's look at this devil in the recent past with the Justice card. We've got the Vecchia Signora, which is the Two of Swords. This could also be a visitor, but this is also a situation that has come full circle. It's matured. As you could see, she's the elderly woman, someone who could also be an advisor, could be a mother figure, a grandmother, a person of authority, of course, with the Devil card here. Let's take another card. We have the Denaro, the Ace of Cups. This is similar to the Ace of Cups. This is an advantageous matrimony. Someone may have married just for the money. I feel like saying here, but this is also the Eight of Cups. So if someone was in a marriage or in a committed relationship because of the finances and because of security, that doesn't speak of true love. Now, being the Ace of Pentacles could also have been a pregnancy, which denotes children. Let's take another card. And then we've got the Delirante, deliriousness. Now, this is a neutral card. This is the card of silly actions, being supported by others. Okay, maybe there was a pregnancy due to not being in your right frame of mind, being delirious, having drunk too much. What is the devil? It's sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So it's the Nine of Pentacles. So, oh, what am I saying here? I made an error here. This is the Six of Cups, actually. It's the Six of Cups. I don't know. I said the Eight of Cups. Maybe what I said was true. But Six of Cups, again, it's the soulmate energy. So I believe that your soulmate has come in from the past. For sure, 100% it is what I think it is here. And some of you, someone may have been with you in a marriage, as I was saying, in a committed partnership because of children or because of the money. Now, here is deliriousness. This is the Nine of Pentacles, which is usually I stand alone, I'm single, I'm okay financially. Virgo energies, again, Virgo is all about being of service to others, putting in the work, looking at the details, and this could have to do something around work, your daily routine. Okay, we've also got now the Ace of Cups. So someone was really, really happy about the news about that pregnancy in the past, probably. More than likely, someone was happy and someone was not. So I think that this was not a planned pregnancy in the past. Doesn't matter when in the past, it was in the past. So maybe it was around the time of Capricorn. For some of you, could have been last year, the year before, doesn't really matter. For everyone, everyone's on a different timeline. Now, this is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is also self-love. It is right next to the card of standing alone. So, you know, some of you may have been advised by family, by co-workers about this. You've had the support. Okay, Ace of Cups can also be being very happy about the pregnancy, even though it wasn't something planned, let's say. Let's look at this Queen of Swords and the Six of Pentacles in the hidden position. Now, in relation to the other story here, which is that your soulmate, you've known your soulmate for a while and it was karmic, it was meant to be. I feel as though because this is like the Ace of Pentacles, you in the recent past, you have been stuck to that. Like you stayed on that big Ace of Pentacles, which is the beginning of something that is going to go a long way. And here we go from the, let's say from the Ace of Pentacles, you go to the Nine. So you had the indication of the person, your soulmate was someone that you could see yourself with in the future, but you were still single. And I don't, for some of you, even if you tied the knot, even if you got married, you still felt as though you were standing alone emotionally. Here now, Queen of Swords, Six of Pentacles, we have this is like the Queen of Wands, so the very sexual, very magnetic, very passionate female, and she's a number 12. So we've got fire and air here. Number 12 again is that Piscean energy. Pisces can also be, it can be hidden relationships, because Pisces is a very dark house. Relationships that are not known to the world because it's very dark there in Pisces. So let's see what else we've got. We've got the Five of Cups, which is Allegrezza al Cuore, merriment and happiness. Here we've got two males, one female. It could be the other way around. Of course, the Five of Cups this is a card of happiness here, but Five of Cups does say that you're mourning some sort of a loss of the past, or could even be this Queen of Swords. For some of you, could be the same person. Let me just see. Let me take another card. And we've got the Amore, Four of Cups. And this is little Cupid, which speaks of love. So we could be talking about two different people, obviously. We've got a Queen of Swords who doesn't necessarily have to be an air sign. And we've got a very passionate female. So we've got two females, let's say feminine energy. Doesn't have to be a feminine, of course, but we've got one that is very cold and one that is very magnetic, very passionate, and very desirous of things, of her. She's very open with her sexuality. Total opposites here. So some of you may have been dealing with the past, with someone who may have been quite desirous, but then they turned cold for whatever reason. For others of you, this could be, of course, your soulmate connection with the Queen of Wands here. Someone who is very passionate. We do have the Ace of Wands twice. We've got also Leo here. Remember what I said? That if it's, because we've got Virgo, Leo, we could be talking about Virgo, Leo, Cusper. Not all of you, of course. But the Queen of Swords can be a Virgo, yes. Because Virgo is the most cerebral and logical thinking out of the earth signs. So Virgo does show up as air. And again, we could be talking about Libra. But here we've got a fire sign, which would mainly be Leo. For others of you, this could be, of course, Sagittarius. But I think mainly Leo. And we've got the Four of Cups here. So the Four of Cups, as I've said, maybe it wasn't the right time for that cup to be accepted. You do have the Four of Cups there. Maybe because we had a three people situation here. We've got the feminine and two masculine here. And then we've got another feminine. So it's like two couples here. So I don't know if this is talking to you in particular, but it's very interesting to see. I want to look at that tower. Have to look at that tower. So we've got the Nine of Swords, the Tower, and the King of Pentacles. Now we've got Giovanna Fanciulla, again, very pure energy. This is the Virgin, very new energy, again, very pure, speaks of Virgo energy. The Young Maiden, she's called, and she's a 12 as well. 12, we've got the Young Maiden, we've got the mature woman, and here we've got the Empress, similar to the Empress. So this is a maturation process, no doubt. Let's take another card, and we've got the Death card here. So transformation on top of the Tower, and it's the Five of Swords, doing battle, being conflicted, and therefore it's never easy to go through a transformation. Okay, Five of Swords is usually, it's conflictual energy where there's three people in a situation, but you've got the advantage. You've got the swords in your hands, so use them, and you're willing to fight for what you love and what you perceive to be right for you. We've got the Pensiero, which is like the Hermit. And the Hermit, again, is Virgo energy. Here, we could be talking about a solicitor. We could be talking, it's the Six of Pentacles, again, the Libran energy. Putting a lot of thought into contracts, looking at the details. Let's take on this Sun card, Seven of Swords. I want to see what that's all about, and the Page of Swords. We have the Lettera, news coming in. Two of Pentacles, a decision, legal documents. Two of Cups, casa, stability, home, agreement. Oops, nearly took two cards. And we've got the Lamante, the offer is coming through. Number 11, this is the Knight in Shining Armor. Very romantic night, taking action, coming through. I'm going to take this one as well. And we've got the Amica, Four of Wands, very similar. Libran energy, harmonious energy. This is the Four of Wands, yes. Your confidant, your best friend, and this is sitting right on the Sun card. Yes, this does speak of marriage. This does speak of commitment. This does talk about stability. Yes, could be needing to finish up with legalities, okay, because Libra is all about legal issues. But the Amica is absolutely beautiful. She's there to help you, to guide you. This is your best friend. And this is very harmonious energies coming through. What I'd like to do now, dear Aquarius, I think that you've got the idea of what's going on here. I want to take the Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and we don't really have another pit card here. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to take the Devil, even though we don't have another person card here. I'm going to take the Devil, and if this is someone and not a situation, someone of authority, someone in your life that's giving you difficulties, then we'll see what they've got to say. Now, this may not resonate with everyone, these messages, so keep that in mind. Let's look at that Queen of Swords first of all. And we have one day we may meet again somewhere in time, and this is the Nine of Pentacles, which does speak of Virgo, but it can also speak of someone who stands alone. Remember here I was saying it's like the Nine of Pentacles here in the recent past. You were standing alone even though you may have been in a situation that got you stuck. Let's look at the King of Pentacles. And we have, are you the one? That's very interesting because it was Scorpio, yes. Scorpio got the same card. I think it was Scorpio. So this King of Pentacles is having an epiphany that this is his soulmate. He's asking his soulmate if they are the one. And let's look at the card of the Devil. And we have, you bring such happiness to my life. And this is the Ten of Cups. Now we do have the Devil card here. And we've got the Devil card here. So obviously I think that this is closing one karmic situation and opening another karmic door. Now, karmic doesn't mean only negative. It means that there is a purpose for this person coming into your life. So could it say that because this is in the recent past position, for some of you could be the distant past, obviously. The timeline is different. Could it be that once upon a time there was happiness, or this person felt that they were full of bliss? Don't forget that the tens are always a number of completion, and we did have the Ace of Cups here. So ending a cycle and beginning a new one. So, dear Aquarius, I think that I will leave it at that. We do have 13 hearts. Again, the number of Scorpio and transformation. I think I will leave it at that. I hope that that was of help for you. Thank you so much for being very patient. We do have the Lovers card here. You are at a point of making a choice, but I feel that it looks as though your future path is covered in roses. I truly feel here that with this connection, you've got so many beautiful cards. Ace of Cups, the Sun. You also had the Two of Cups here. Soulmate connection. Six of Cups here. absolutely gorgeous. So it was well worth the work, right? That's what I truly believe. All right, dear Aquarius, thank you again. Sending you lots of love, lots of blessings for November. I will be back very soon for your next reading. I'm looking forward to connecting with all of you. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and showing me your love always, always. Thank you. Bye-bye.